My name is Jonathan Ragg from Highgate Chambers. I specialise in all aspects of local government law, including antisocial behaviour orders. The subject of antisocial behaviour orders is as popular as ever. It is scarcely out of the media. The government's enthusiasm for tackling antisocial behaviour shows no sign of waning. The main plank of the government's strategy to counter bad behaviour is the Antisocial Behaviour Order, the ASBO. Introduced by the Crime and Disorder Act 1998, the ASBO has undergone many changes. It has been amended by 8 subsequent Acts of Parliament, and Section 1 of the Act, if downloaded into a Word document, extends to 27 pages. Various bodies have been given powers to seek ASBOs, and a number of different orders may be sought on the back of them. It is not easy to keep up to date with all the changes, and in this talk I will attempt to set out the latest position in terms of 1. Who may seek ASBOs, 2. How they can be obtained, 3. The evidential requirements, and 4. The orders that may be sought on the back of them, what I term consequential orders. The most convenient starting point is to consider what an ASBO is. This is set out in Section 1(4) of the Crime and Disorder Act 1998, which puts it quite baldly. An ASBO is an order of the court which prohibits the defendant from doing anything described in the order. That broad scope is narrowed by Section 1(6), which sets out the prohibitions which may be contained in an ASBO. The prohibitions that may be imposed by an antisocial behaviour order are those necessary for the purpose of protecting persons from further antisocial acts by the defendant. Further, the courts have considerable flexibility to determine how long ASBOs should remain in force. An antisocial behaviour order shall have effect for a period not less than 2 years specified in the order or until further notice. Except with the consent of both parties, no antisocial behaviour order shall be discharged before the end of the period of 2 years, beginning with the date of service of the order. What are the consequences of breaching the order? This is set out in Section 1, subsection 10. If, without reasonable excuse, a person does anything which he is prohibited from doing by an antisocial behaviour order, he is guilty of an offence and liable A. on summary conviction to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months, or to a fine not exceeding the statutory maximum, or to both, or B. on conviction on indictment to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 5 years, or to a fine, or to both. The number of bodies who can seek ASBOs is growing. The Act provides that relevant authorities are able to seek them. This was originally defined as councils and the police. The definition now, however, is found in Section 1(1)(a) of the Act as amended by the Police Reform Act 2002. The following bodies are now relevant authorities: councils, the police, British Transport Police, registered social landlords, and housing action trusts.